So, for reference, I work in an esports lounge. You know, one of those gamer lounges that supposedly smells bad, is always dark, and has a bunch of sweaty gamers. Yes, one of those. But the one I work in actually smells pretty good, from what I can tell. Though I could be contributing for all I know and hardly notice my own grime. Anyway, when working at this lounge, you notice something that you don't normally see when you're in those mega sweat Valorant matches. The mega sweat dripping off those gamers' foreheads. Unless Riot Games decides to add a face cam to the game, you probably aren't going to ever see what those people look like. You get the pleasure to see everything. Now, when I say everything, I mean everything. From their clothes, to their hair, to their smell. And I wanted to take my time in this video to describe the typical gamer associated with the games that they play. Now, my lounge does have a very limited set of games, so it helps with narrowing down which gamer is associated with which. But before I get into the meat of the topic, I want to cover the bread, or the butter, or whatever you put on the meat. So, the lounge itself has a bunch of rules around it to make sure that things stay nice and clean. Things like a no food policy, only water policy, and no stupid people policy. Though that last one is hard to enforce. We also have aerating fans and a ton of fans in the ceiling to make sure things stay nice and clean. But this doesn't stop people from just being gross. If you have ever seen a keyboard used by 5 different people in one day, you'll know what I mean. As for the setup of the lounge, there are 36 different computers, 6 rows of 6, where 2 rows are facing each other. Along the side there are 3 different TVs, set up with an Xbox, PS5, and Switch respectively. There's also a booth made for streaming that's in the back corner. This serves as a reminder as to the background of what these people are going through, and actually provides almost nothing towards the video. I just wanted to talk more. Now, the gamers of the lounge have a lot going for them. First, they are choosing to show up to a public space to play video games. This is already a conscious choice that a lot of people choose to not make for a reason, such as being too loud, being embarrassed, or just finding it kind of strange to play in public. But that also means that they are proud of the fact that they can game in public, and must have some kind of confidence in their abilities. With that in mind, let's get into the different games and the different players that I see. Up first, League of Legends. Probably the most popular game in the lounge about a year ago, and has the most consistent returning players that I've seen the whole time I've worked there. Though this group of players is certainly interesting, I would say that they're actually the most calm and reserved out of any of the groups that play in the lounge. These people, from what I've seen, dress relatively casually and are quiet and collected. Definitely not a great game, but some good people. Up next is Valorant. This group is the loudest that I have ever had in the lounge the entire time I've been there. Even from the entirely other side of the room, I can still hear them yelling at each other. The groups that play this game kind of remind me of the jocks from high school. Super loud, super annoying, and really stuck up and narcissistic. Good game though, just not great people. Overwatch. Oh my god, the strangest group of players that I've had. These people are loud, just like the Valorant ones, but also incredibly strange. One of them wears a cloak. I have never seen someone wear a cloak in real life, but for an Overwatch player, I am not surprised. This game is still super popular in the lounge though, and arguably the most played that I have seen recently, which is super surprising considering this game sucks ass. Up next, Call of Duty. These people don't exist anymore. Next, Mario Kart. Some strange people for sure, though I don't really see them that much. Maybe party games aren't as popular as they used to be. But this game is the most common tournament we have in the lounge, and we actually get consistent players. These people are really good at hiding that they actually play Mario Kart, which is not like it's something to be embarrassed about, right? I don't think Mario Kart is that hated of a game. Super Smash Bros. This group is super picky. We have TVs set up in the lounge for each of our consoles, as I've said, and for the Switch, they grab a 32-inch monitor from one of the computers because of its high refresh rate, I'm assuming, which is 240 Hz, and sit almost 2 inches from the screen. I don't know why. Is it that important for the refresh rate? I guess it's a fighting game, so who knows? I don't know. These people are really weird. Also, there are like 4 of them, and it's really funny to watch 4 dudes sit around a 32-inch screen trying to beat each other in this game. Up next, sports games. These people are really rare, but the most common are the console gamers. The strange thing is that I know that all of these people have never played sports in any way or capacity. But these people have the most advanced knowledge about FIFA, it's crazy. In order of commonness, FIFA is the most popular, 2K is the second most, and I don't think I've ever seen anybody play Madden yet. The lounge does pull in a whole bunch of different people, and I've noticed a large majority of the people that play games that they seem to be very familiar with. Branching out doesn't seem to be a common idea there. A lot of people forget that they're even in a public space, and a large majority of people there have English as a second language, which is the most interesting thing that I've found. I've heard many different languages, from Arabic, Spanish, French, German, Korean, and even Dutch once. It seems a lot of people are more comfortable playing games in their native languages and enjoy being able to speak in their own language. Very heartwarming and interesting. So, after criticizing all of these different people that come into the lounge, I want to say that I do very much enjoy the environment that this space creates. It's kind of like just a big LAN party. Instead of having to talk through your headset to your friends, you can give physical hints and help out with communications between you in that way instead. So, go out with your friends. Go touch grass. And maybe talk to a woman or something. Or just go to your nearest university's esports lounge and yell slurs at the top of your lungs. That works too. You know what, actually, maybe don't do that last part.